Hey, it's Dawn here. Welcome to this little nugget. If you'd like the full video, go to the Interro Talk playlist on my main page. Enjoy.
So other than my family who saw the way he treated me, most people were, well, I think his family was very surprised. He told everyone around the community that I was mentally ill because only a crazy person would leave him. And so there's a lot. But you know, who would, yeah, so that, I mean, that's it. The circumstances, plain and simple, where it just wasn't a really healthy marriage. And I thought it'd be better for the boys if they didn't grow up thinking that's the way you treat women. But he didn't hit me, he didn't hit them. He didn't have a drug problem. He didn't gamble, he didn't cheat on me, I didn't cheat on him.
I didn't cheat on him. Nobody asked that, but okay.
There's no other.
By the way, she said that twice, and that's actually not necessarily the truth.
I was wondering. The only unknown I can think of is Amy's ex-husband. Is he still in the picture? Is he upset?
Right.
Danny, I defriended him from Facebook because I found it too upsetting to see intermittent pictures of the kids. But I wonder, he's very, very public on Facebook about
She defriended him because she found it upsetting, but she drove by his house all the time.
Because of the memories.
Which is it?
Yeah.
Where he is, when he's traveling, where he's going. And so I wonder if he's got pictures up of him and Amy and if there's a jealous ex-husband in the...
You know where this ex-husband would be?
He'd be in New York too.
Is he also an attorney?
I don't even know his name.
Okay.
I just know they when Amy came down here, they went over a mutual friend of ours. It's a guy that works at the law school. This guy Jay and his wife Dory is a good friend of mine, and they have kids, my kid's age. And I said to her, I remember saying, so what's she like? She met her before I did, and she said, she's really nice, and she's, very sweet, and she's recently divorced too, so she knows how awkward all of this is to meet the new person.
I mean, that sounds so well adjusted. It's awkward. It's this and that. But then she goes from, oh, I'm so sad about it, so I drive by his house all the time. But then I defriended him from Facebook because I saw pictures of the kids. You would think she'd want to see pictures of the kids. I mean, which is it? And then she knows so much about the girlfriend. I mean, okay, I'm not a parent, but if my ex-husband was introducing me to the new person in his life, and maybe he was going to be she might have become their stepmom. Wouldn't you want to know more about what's going on there?
Yep.
I mean, that's going to be her defense, because it does sound like she was kind of, stalking her a little, which is
stalkerish.
Yeah, that's, somewhat normal. Wonder if it was beyond that, as far as maybe a private investigator following them or whatever, but it's just kind of all over the place. So I keep asking myself, which is it? Which is it? It can't be all of those things. And let's see what Antoine says real quick. A lot of holes in this story. She unfollowed him on Facebook, but stalked his girlfriend to know what time she routinely goes to work. Well, there you go. That's right. Yeah. All right.
No, and I'm scared.
Now I'm scared.
We're back to being scared.
Have you had anything happen at your house?
No.
Nothing? And the information for Best Buy for the service tech that was there, that's at your house?
I'd be happy. I mean, if someone wants to
we'll
back
get
with
that.
me.
We'll get that. And that was basically from when he came out there to serve, I guess to replace the TV.
He came out to fix it and then told me that what was wrong with it wasn't fixable.
Right.
And so I called Charlie to find out, should I buy a new one or should I fix this one? And he was like, just buy a new one. And
so he was like, just buy anyone. So can you imagine somebody, okay, so maybe she's just really overly attached to her family at 35 years old and she needs their input on every little detail of their life, right? So
I mean, the guy said it's not fixable, but she's got to call her brother and see if she should still try and fix it or buy a new one. Like, why are we calling?
okay, so let's just go
She's
along
a 35-year-old single parent. What?
right. So let's
Go buy a
pretend.
new TV.
Yeah, but let's just pretend what she's saying is true there. Now, take that and think, do you think if this family discusses everything, and we do know this from other records, like everything, especially if it concerns 2 cents, it's like, we got to talk about this money situation. So
Who's supporting her?
So, well, let me ask you something though. Who do you think that, and she answered the question for us, but let's just, if she's that kind of person and that reliant dependent on her brother and mother and dad for things, do you think that she wouldn't have consulted them about conspiracy to murder? Like she would have just been out of the loop on that one particular thing?
Right. Or they would keep her out of the loop on that one thing.
They discuss
it's all there. It's all Charlie's plan.
Yeah. So that's where this dependent behavior, which I don't deny she has some of, but it just it doesn't quite really make sense.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Oh, and this is a good point too, Katie, because you're not real familiar so far with the case. You're getting there, but Antoine says, and this is interesting, what is the emotional abuse he sent her through? And I've often wondered that. Did she feel lesser because he wouldn't out-compete her? So they're both attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
She whines about the fact that she wrote a book, which was like horrible, and he wouldn't read it, but he did try to support her and he did tell, promote it and that kind of thing, but he wouldn't read it because it was literally trash. But it also foretold a lot of things that happen, which is so stupid. Yeah, it just gets better. You're just seeing the very first day. But to me, I felt like she fell, and her boyfriend at the time, who does get interviewed by the police, said that Dan was just treating her like she was a maid and cooking and cleaning and this and that, which is, of course, the story she gave him, right? And he even said, by the time I listened to everything she said, I couldn't stand the guy. I thought I'd like to punch, but was it true? And was it just that he was so intelligent and so bright and his future was so much maybe what she wanted to be looked at, because she was no slouch in terms of intelligence and all that, but she was behind him. She was younger than him. He got her the job at the university, the teaching job. So I don't know. I mean, yeah.
He was tenured and she's not.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Background. Yep.
And once he left, do you remember what time the serviceman left?
Probably around 10, so before 10, and then I left by 12.
But between that time, between 10 and 12, you were by yourself working on your papers and stuff.
Yeah.
What were you doing on papers or computer?
It was on a computer. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I sent some edits in to someone at the law library during that time.
Okay.
I called a few.
She said it was all on computer. That's what I was thinking about. And then she goes on to tell, so you were thinking about it? Like, what does that mean?
I sent some text, and all of that'll be
On the phone.
on the phone.
And all of that'll
So
be
you
on the
call from
phone.
your house phone.
I don't have a house phone.
Okay, you use
But yet she
all
was
your
deleting
communications
messages.
over your-
Like all that'll be on the phone, but yet she's deleting messages. And did you hear her say that she deleted like one of his parents' numbers or whatever because they never talk?
Nice lady, huh?
I don't get it. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But, I deleted them, but I didn't delete them so you can find them. Like, you can go do your busy work and chase after all the crap. She also later on says that she deletes her calendars. That's just what she does. She's kind of OCD about it. I save all mine.
I never.
No. What's the point? You just go on to the next day.
Yeah,
Are
it's
we-
gone. You don't go back and look.
Like, how do you delete your calendar? Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.